The new governor of the Bank of Korea took office today. That's Rhee Chang-yong. He was appointed by President Moon Jae-in, and in his inaugural address, he pledged to rein in inflation and guide monetary policy in a balanced way so as not to undercut economic growth. He also emphasized the central bank's role in addressing other issues in the economy like household debt and Korea's aging society. Eum Ji-young has more.
Ranging from curbing the soaring inflation to recovering from the COVID-19 pandemic, it'll be a juggling act for the Bank of Korea's incoming governor, Rhee Chang-yong. President Moon Jae-in officially appointed Rhee, former director in charge of Asia-Pacific affairs at the International Monetary Fund, on Thursday, saying that stabilizing inflation should be the top priority. He pledged that he'll carry out monetary policy in a balanced manner by taking both economic growth and inflation into account and will be an active advisor to help stabilize the country's economy. During his inaugural address, he mentioned economic challenges that stem from geopolitical risks.
In the short term, the prolonged war in Ukraine, faster than expected normalization of the Fed's monetary policy, and China's economic slowdown due to the resurgence of Omicron are causing difficulties when devising monetary policies.
He also said in the long term, South Korea should reform its economic framework to be aimed at a soft landing, taking into account the country's rising household debt and preventing secular stagnation of an aging society and a shrinking workforce.
If our economy fails to overcome the challenges and is mired with prolonged low growth, it will be hard to get out of it. It cannot be done with monetary policy alone, but fiscal policies and structural reform should be implemented together.
He emphasized the central bank's role, saying that beyond devising monetary policies, through research, it should contribute in coming up with adequate solutions for the country to be on the right track. To this, he identified 3 hurdles to overcome for those working at the BOK. Mentioning his experience at the IMF, where experts from various fields were just one call away, he urged all at the BOK to actively share their expertise. Also, he stressed the need for external communication, saying that the bank's research should be shared through diversified channels. He also called on those at the central bank to also focus on global issues and prepare accordingly, particularly in the digital economy and green finance. Eum Ji-young, Arirang News.